Hello everyone, it's Muffy again and welcome to my newest episode on my YouTube channel. And this is actually the second episode for today. I'm not sure if it'll be posted in the same day because I've been up all night. I was at a beatnik party with a bunch of frat boys and didn't get home till Sugar Daddy was leaving. Anyhow, I didn't get home until Sugar Daddy was going to work. And then I did a video before that. But this video, I want to talk about Halloween. So as many of you know, I grew up in the bog swamps of Louisiana. And I didn't know what Halloween was until Ma Pa threw me out into the world. So I never got to experience that growing up thing of getting dressed up and walking to people's houses and asking for candy by saying trick or treats. When I was first introduced to this as a young woman, I was like, trick or treat? Why not trick and treat? Rat bitches. So I'm gonna run down some of the best Halloween costumes that I've had in my adult life, and at least by picture. There are many others that I don't have pictures of, and probably rightfully so. Alright, so I have 9 pictures and costumes to share with you. And we are going to start with one of the very first times I ever dressed up for Halloween. And I decided that I was going to dress up as Catwoman, like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman in the movie Batman Returns. No, I posted this picture on Facebook recently and said that it wasn't one of the greatest costumes in the world. I thought it was fabulous at the time. But then, cosplay wasn't really a thing. You really have to step up your game, bitches, if you want to dress up as a character. And no, I didn't get to fuck the sexy monk that's in the picture with me. This next picture is of me as a vampire lady. I was feeling very generic about what I was going to wear that year, and I decided let's just go all in black. And I had this fabulous outfit. It was a long black skirt, a tight top. It was beautiful, I loved it, and I got second place for best costume that year. Yes, bitches. This next costume is probably of no surprise to anyone. It's Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. The gay bar that I mentioned from the last post, I ended up working there, and they decided that for their Halloween theme, we were going to do The Wizard of Oz. And of course, this bitch had to be Dorothy. We dressed the bar up to the nines. I actually ended up creating this huge mural on the big opening wall of Munchkinland, and it took forever, but it was worth it. So we all went out and rented costumes, fairly authentic costumes from a costumes shop in town. And at the last minute, the bar manager realized that, oh no, they weren't reserved after all. I was not about to look like a fake Judy Garland. I wanted the actual fucking costume from the movie, and now it was not at my disposal. So I ended up driving all over town, like days before Halloween, to try to find an authentic Dorothy costume. And finally, I stumbled upon one, and it was a children's extra large. Now, I'm not ever gonna boast about my figure or anything like that, but it actually did fit me. So initially, the costume should have, the dress should have gone down to, I think, about the mid-length of the lower leg, if I recall correctly. If not just right below the knee. But this costume, because it was so small, went to about my mid-thigh region, which was all fine and dandy. And later on, as we were all allowed to cut loose in the land of Oz, I was having a wonderful time out on the dance floor. And I was spinning around, and spinning around. My dress was flying up, and I wasn't wearing any panties underneath my pantyhose. So according to my last video, when I talked about slutting up versions of memorable characters, wholesome characters, yeah, I did it. Call me out on it. I accept the blame. Wait a minute, can you actually see my bra through this shirt? In case any of you all are wondering, I think I'm gonna go with a beatnik theme this year in all my styles. I really loved being at that party last night, and I just feel hip. So this next costume is inspired by the first X-Men film, where I decided I wanted to be Jean Grey. And out of all the characters in that film that I felt I could portray, Jean Grey was the best one. I mean, I didn't feel like I could pull off a blue bodysuit with scales all over myself for Mystique. That just wasn't... There are certain things there that... Yeah, no. And I wasn't gonna whitewash being Storm, because that would have pissed everybody off, even though I think I could have been a better Storm than Halle Berry. Ha! Yes, bitches, I said it! So the only other obvious choice was Jean Grey. And I have massive love in my heart for Famke Janssen, who played Jean Grey. She is tall, statuesque, gorgeous. I decided that I was going to be Batgirl, a la Alicia Silverstone from Batman and Robin. I know. Anyhow, that leads me up to this story. So, once again, I decided to be like Batgirl, but I wanted to be a little bit more authentic. Alright, so this next costume I also posted on Facebook, and honestly talking about myself as a woman, how I felt about myself at the time, and I received a little bit of flack, because I was probably almost at my heaviest in my life when I decided to wear this costume, and it didn't do me any justice at that. But anyway, so I decided that year to go as Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Aside the fact that the dress didn't really do anything for me, I thought it was wonderful because of the go-go boots. So this next costume is a personal favorite, and it's not authentic to the character. I mean, it's got elements, but it's also a slutted up version, and it's of Phoenix. So this next costume I really took a chance on, and it was only because of the fact that at the time I was a vegetarian. I had lost a lot of weight. In fact, I didn't even realize how much I had lost until about the time that I purchased this costume. And the costume is of Emma Frost, the White Queen from X-Men. This next costume I am so utterly proud of, and it isn't a hoard-up version of this character. It was actually a pretty darn accurate costume for the character, and oh, I was so elated and excited that I celebrated this costume for a long time. It's Jem from Jem and the Holograms. Now this costume, was so amazing. Although I still look fabulous. Well, I think I did. I'm sure as the night went on and I drank some more, then I probably looked less and less outrageous. Lord. That's my list of my most favorite Halloween costumes in my life. Go out, have fun this Halloween season, and try not to dress up as a slutty version of a wholesome character. There are plenty of slutty versions of characters already out there. Stay fierce, stay strong. And that's your Muffin advice, bitches.